This year, 2026, is the year of the threshold, the year that you need to decide so you don't. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's 2026. I just want to welcome everybody into the new year, give you a bit of hints in terms of what's coming up in 2026 on this channel. Give you a bit of hints in terms of what's coming up in 2026 on this channel. If you are new, my name is Slindile, also known as Slee. I am a South African and I like making faith-based content, any content that will be helpful to anyone in terms of life. I center my content around faith, anything that intersects with faith, whether it's our relationships, careers, whatever. All of it is touching faith, and I want to make sure that this year will be a year of awesomeness. Just a bit of hints in terms of what I wanted to share in 2026. A few weeks ago, I sat with the Lord just to understand in terms of what is it that He would have me to do. He shared obviously personal messages with me, something that He has been sharing with me for some time now, and I realized that I am at a threshold in terms of decisions needs to be made, clarity needs to be sought and sought, and I realized that I need to sit with Him to understand everything pertaining my life. So for you in 2026, the message might be different. It might be that you need to go back to school. It might be that you need to mend relationships. It might be that you need to let go of other relationships in your life. And I pray that whatever message that the Lord has for you to do, that it's a message that will help you move forward, help you be the best version of yourself. So another message that I shared online when it was the 1st of January on my socials was that you need to show up for yourself. There's no more playing small. There's times where you might have felt or you know that you wasted your time. A wasted time, I recently heard this on a podcast, a wasted time is a wasted life. So sometimes there's certain things in our lives that happen that we don't have control over, and I wanted to come on today and just share with you, now that you know better, you need to do better. You know, there's some things in life that happen to us because we don't know, and then when we know, we need to obviously cross correct that and fix the future actions concerning whatever area in your life. And I listened to the podcast this morning and I was like, a wasted time is a wasted life. What does wasted time look like? Wasted time looks like not for yourself. It looks like not doing what you said you were going to do, spending a lot of your time scrolling, having meaningless relationships, always being in a posture of victim, and so many things that could pertain to a wasted time, what it quantifies as. And like I mentioned, sometimes the things that happen in our lives are not because of our own doing. Sometimes it's because of people, sometimes because of circumstances. And yes, that's true, but now that you know better, you need to do better. You can't blame every single situation on someone. Yes, someone might have caused you to be where you are in an unfair circumstance. We look at the story of Joseph and what his brothers did to him, and it was unfair. You know, he was placed in the ditch, he was sold to the Egyptians, and he was in prison for years. And every time I'm reminded of the story of Joseph, I'm always thinking like, I'm sure this guy was like, if only these guys never threw me inside in the ditch. If only these guys didn't do this. Oh, when I get these guys, they're gonna see. Because you get mad, you get frustrated. But then God worked with him when he was in prison. He met some people as well while he was in prison who actually aided him to be the king, that was the second in command in Egypt alongside Pharaoh. So as much as the situation that he was put in was not fair, it was the situation that actually made him who he was. He made him the ruler. He was able to restore his nation, his family. As hard as it was, he also forgave his brothers. And there's a scripture that says that he says, what you meant for evil, God has turned around for my good. Okay, now we live quoting that, and we see Joseph's life. It's not fair, but it's not easy. It's not easy when you're going through it. So I want to be sharing a lot of things, just that theme of unfair circumstances being mishandled in life, and how you need to navigate through life regardless. You know, whatever happened to you, it happened to you. You can't sit there, you can't sit in Egypt, you can't keep on going in cycles, you can't keep on lamenting, you can't just keep on reminded and being all sad and gloom about what happened to you. You need to start standing up for your life. Life is too short. Remember, a wasted time is a wasted life. And Joseph could have looked at the time that he spent in prison. David could have looked at his time where he was running away from Saul as a wasted time. But it wasn't really a wasted time. Whatever he found his hands to do, he did it regardless of the situation that he was placed in. So I pray that God gives you a different perspective, whatever season that you are in, whether fair or unfair. May He give you guidance in terms of what He has for you to do. And I pray that you understand that God is your leader. He has His angels surrounding you. When you get up and say what you want to say, do what you said you were going to do, the angels rejoice, because you are not being pushed or moved by the circumstances. So that's going to be my theme for 2026, the theme of threshold, a time of decision, a time of making most of my time in not so circumstances. What does that look like? And also using my gifts. Sometimes we settle on the gifts that are obvious that we are doing, like whether you are working at a job or you're doing a specific business. But I've actually found that I am multi-gifted. I do one thing. I believe that all of us, God has given us gifts. Sometimes those gifts are intrinsic, some of them are extrinsic. It's time for us to actually use all the gifts that God has given us. Let's not sleep on the gifts that God has given us. So I also will guide you in terms of what does that look like. Does it mean upskilling yourself? Does it mean getting a coach, getting a mentor, or just viewing some content that will help you, that will inspire you to move into action in terms of doing that? So it's going to be a bit of both, a bit of everything. But I pray that you understand that this year, 2026, is the year of threshold, a year that you need to decide, so you don't squander the time that God. Don't waste your life. I'm looking forward to making some awesome content, engaging with you on the socials. Have an awesome day, guys. Bye.